guess this will be the last Niner video for a little while because, as you can see behind me, or you can't see, let's move it over. It is 6-41. Guys, this game kind of went as maybe I hadn't hoped, but obviously I thought the possibility was there of getting blown out, and unfortunately, that's kind of what happened. I thought it was going to be a close game. I didn't necessarily expect the Niners to win this game. The Seattle team has an amazing defense, and their offense is pretty good. I thought that it would be basically predicated on whether or not Sam Darnold made any mistakes. Sam Darnold didn't make a whole lot of mistakes today. The Niners didn't make a lot of mistakes. They were just outmatched, guys. The Seahawks are just a better team this year than the Niners, and mainly because we have injuries upon injuries, guys. That's just the way it goes. This Niner team made it really, really far, considering we have over 20 injured players, I believe. It's crazy. Even Ton just got hurt, the backup tight end for Kittle during this game. Christian McCaffrey hurt his shoulder. He went back out there, but, it didn't really matter at that point because we were already losing, I think, by 30 points or something like that. So, guys, this team made it really far. I'm very, very excited to see where they go next year. They're definitely going to have to beef up that offensive line a little bit, and the defense has got to come back strong. We need Bosa back strong, and we need everybody back full strength, and we need to get some guys on defense who can help with the pass rush because we have no pass rush. These quarterbacks all over the league can do whatever they want back there. Just sit back there and wait. But there are players on this team that have shown up and, cemented themselves as players to be watching out for next year. We got guys in the secondary that are not too bad, but we definitely need a better offensive line. We definitely need a better pass rush. We've got guys that are hurt, guys. Some of our best players, not some of, our best players are hurt this year, guys. But on top of that, Brandon Ayuk, our top wide receiver, decided he just wasn't going to play anymore. He's out of here at the end of the year. I'm pretty sure they're just going to release him. I would have hoped for a trade, but I guess not. Guys, it's just they've got to do some retooling in the offseason, and they've got to take a look at protecting Brock Purdy. That offensive line needs help. They need help, and how long is Williams going to be there for? We don't know. What is he, 36 or 37 this year? Going to be 37 if he isn't already. He's not going to play with the Niners for much longer. His retirement is coming for Williams pretty soon. He may play next year, but guys, you only got like a year or two left out of Williams before he's going to hang him up. That offensive line needs help. It needs help. But hey, I'm very proud and excited about what this Niner team did this year, considering how many people were injured. It was just amazing to see them get this far. Next year, we're going to start doing podcasts again in training camp, see what they're doing in preseason. Obviously, talk a little bit about any pickups they make in the offseason, but going into training camp next year, it should be a lot of fun to see where this Niner team is going to be going. But if you want to go ahead and match up against this Seattle team, your defense has got to be a lot better, and your offensive line has got to get a lot better to give your quarterback time to see down the field. Brock Purdy was running for his life this whole game. He had no time, guys. And Dominic Pooney is a good offensive lineman, but we need legitimate offensive linemen on this team if Brock Purdy is going to get any time to throw the ball down the field. Half the battle today was just Brock Purdy getting 2 seconds to throw the football, okay? The other half is their defense is just really awesome. Their offense was running all over the Niners, but guess what, guys? Teams have been running the football on the Niners for the last 2.5 years, and nobody's really keyed up on that except for this year when they decided to just run against the Niners, and they leak like a sieve. They need run stoppage big time on the defensive side. They need a pass rusher on the defensive side. So they got work on the defensive side. They need a wide receiver, a true number one wide receiver. Pearsall is good, but he's still young. I think they need to go out there and get a true number one starting wide receiver in this league somewhere. They need a pass rusher. They need somebody to clog up that hole on the defense so that They're not leaking like a sieve, and these guys aren't able to run all over the place. There's some holes, guys. There's some holes to be filled there. But overall, you got to see what this team looked like without all the superstars on the field, and there's some scrappy guys on this field, on this team. There's guys that are going to make this team next year and make them better. So overall, I'd say it's a good thing that some of these starters got hurt, because then you got to see what this Niner team looks like, who you really got. And they got some players, they got some ballers on the team that will show up next year. The real question is what they're going to do in the offseason to get the offensive line shored up, to get the defensive pass rush there. You need well-known, established guys. You can't just get this in the draft, guys. You just can't if you want to win anytime soon. Maybe they want to just start over with a draft, and that's fine, but you still got guys like Christian McCaffrey out there who can influence the game in a major way, and you can see that this whole year when everybody else was hurt. You need a wide receiver who can come out here, a number one wide receiver to run with Pearsall. I don't think Jennings is going to be a part of this team next year because he's going to demand a lot of money. Maybe he won't, and maybe the Niners will have him, but I think that you probably won't see Jennings here next year. You'll probably see Pearsall alongside another wide receiver who I hope they pick up. You hopefully will see a couple of new offensive linemen. The offensive line is trash, yes. You're going to see, hopefully, another guy opposite Bosa for the pass rush, and hopefully you'll see other guys that are coming into their second and third year that can help stop the run. But, yeah, you got 4 or 5 positions right there, guys, that you need to address right away, and the wide receiver position is becoming one. Kittle, his injury, he's out most of next year. I mean, it's a 1-year recovery from when the injury happened. That happened 2 weeks ago. So, no, last week. Not even 2 weeks. So, you can't expect Kittle to come back next year, guys. You just can't. And he's, you're looking at him coming back by the time he's close to 34 years old. So, that's tough, guys. That's tough. I'm not saying it's career ending. This guy is amazing, but we're going to be without Kittle next year. So, do you just roll with Tonjes all year next year? Do you go and look for a tight end? You definitely need a backup tight end, whether you start Tonjes or you go get another starting tight end in the league. Kyle Pitts is one guy that I've heard a little bit about right off the bat. I don't know what kind of money he's going to cost. It would be good to have somebody like him on the team. He's a good tight end, not much of a blocker, and with Kyle Shanahan and his offense, he wants you to be just as good of a blocker as you are an offensive weapon. He's not really that, so I don't know if Kyle Pitts fits into this offense that well, but he is one of the best tight ends in the league. He is available, so maybe you go get him. But, money's tight too. After signing Brock Purdy, money is tight, guys. So let's see what happens when they're kind of out. They've kind of gotten out of the way of the Brandon Ayuk contract a little bit, so you don't really have to pay Brandon Ayuk as much going forward as you were going to have to, because he basically violated some of his contract rules. So that's good. He's off the books, for now. But the money is still kind of tight. So can you address all of those fields in the draft, in free agency? It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. This team is kind of going to be in a rebuild, guys. It's not a total rebuild, but either way, are they going to be a Super Bowl contender next year? Probably not, but they're still going to be on their way up with the players that they have now. If they draft well and if they go out there in free agency, use their money wisely, and get players who can impact this team next year, I'm excited to see where it goes, guys. Hey, you can't stay on top forever. They really never won the Super Bowl, but they have been in the playoffs every single year for quite a few years now, guys. They may take a step down. Who knows? Saleh might be gone. Saleh's interviewing for 2 head coaching positions. He's already interviewed in Tennessee. He's going to interview in Arizona, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday. So we'll see. I don't think anybody really wants that Arizona job. I can't imagine Saleh does either. I know the Niners are going to break open the pocketbook for him. Whatever he's offered as a head coach, I kind of feel like the Niners might match or come very close to it. So it's really depending on whether he wants to coach those teams. I don't think he wants to go back to like a New York Jets type of situation where he's basically set up to fail. So I think that kind of leaves Arizona out. I know I know he's interviewing for that head coaching position. I don't see Saleh going to Arizona. Tennessee, maybe, but those are the only two teams he's interviewed for. I feel like I like the Niners' chances with Saleh if those are the only two head coaching positions he's going to be offered. The Giants have already hired Harbaugh, so that's done. I believe that the Ravens already hired their head coach. There's other positions out there. The Browns, I don't think Saleh wants to go and get set up in a position to lose again like he did with the Jets. So I think the Browns are out. You have the Falcons head coaching job, which he didn't, I don't think, interview for. I don't know if he's going to. So there's a lot of open position. Miami is certainly one to take a look at, but I don't see it's hard. I don't know who's going to offer him the position, guys. I don't know. But he may be gone. So we might be looking at needing another defensive coordinator. There's going to be challenges going into next year. But the bottom line is that they have players in their second and third year right now that are showing that they can compete at a high level. We need some Pro Bowlers out there. We need our guys back. But overall, I think I like the trajectory of where this team is going. And in 2 or 3 years from now, let's see. Anyway, guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks for watching. Go Niners next year. Let's talk Warriors. We got to talk Warriors, right? So we got Warriors coming up. They're only not even halfway through the season, and they're starting to play a little bit better basketball. Where's Jonathan Kuminga going to go? Who knows? Is he going to stay on the team? I certainly hope not. He's a distraction, whether the people want to say it or not. He is. So we're going to be talking Warriors for a while, guys, and lay off the Niners a little bit after today. So, hey, we're going to be talking Warriors on Wednesday. See you back there for that. Go Niners next year. It was a good year. It was a fun year to watch. And, hey, hit the like and subscribe. And remember, hard work beats talent when talent don't work. Niners are working hard. They're going to keep working hard to win. I'll keep working hard for you. Keep watching Sideline Bay Area Sports Talk, and we'll